What's going on, guys? It's Luke22SV here, back with a little mini-series on this channel. Basically today we're going to be sending off the F2002 in a little spec series. For some reason the F2002's been axed from the F1 game, along with the 1995 Ferrari as well. Not really sure why that is. I think the more classic cars the better. But this is a little mini-series to fill in between now and F1 2019 coming out in just 2 weeks' time, which is going to be very soon, around the corner. And I'll be announcing my career mode team around as well, so look out for that in the next few days. But today we're going to be focusing on this series. 5 laps, a little 6-round race, 6-round races, and we're going to be starting off in Brazil. And it's going to be uncut as well, so without further ado, let's get straight into the action for the start of this little race then. Starting in P9, it's random grids, and it's going to be lights out, and away we go now. And we're off to a fairly sluggish start, but going to cut off Jones, I think it is there, and everyone is getting so much better start. We get rammed up the back by Visser, I think it is. We dive down the inside on Visser and go through that corner. We're now through the center S's and in P11, so he lost 2 positions off the start. And this car is one of the actually hardest cars to drive, I think. It's not actually as easy as it looks. The F2004 is a lot faster than this car on this game, but it's very, very quick and straight line. One of the slowest actually on the classic cars in Class 1. But one of the funnest to drive, I think, as we make a move down the inside there of looks like a Murray, and we make it stick, and now we've got Jones in front of us. So we're up into P10 off this at the moment. So we lost 1 position, but we've gained, well, we lost 2 positions, gained 1. Thinking about making a move on Jones, and it's not worked out there, and now Murray's going to be fighting back. And well, we were a bit hasty going into that corner, and now Murray's retaking his position on us, and we're thinking about going up again. And then we've got Visser going to the outside, and a rough lap 1 here in this little spec series, sending off the F2002. But this is the first race, and Machowski is leading. I have no idea what the AI like, whatever the classic drivers are like, as whether there's a skill difference between all the drivers or not. I think there is a skill difference between a few of them, but well, we'll see whether we can keep up with the guy's head. At the moment, we've got a bit of a train behind us. Again, this is one of the cars I find very difficult to drive. I do prefer to drive the more modern cars like the RB10, the RB6 rather, 2010 Red Bull. Looking forward to seeing the 2 other 2010 cars on the grid as well, or on the classic agenda. I wonder if you'll be able to choose your own classic cars as well. Of course, you can choose whether to have the Class 1 cars or the multi-class, or the full versions of them. But you can't really choose specific ones, so you can't choose whether you want 4 Red Bulls or 4 Ferrari F2002s, or whether you want some Lotuses chucked in there. But that would be nice if you could have a little bit more customization to it in the next game. But coming on to the end of lap 2, we're still in P11, and Jones has now been overtaken by Murray. So perhaps there is a bit of an AI difference in these classic drivers, all with fairly common names, with the likes of Jones and Murray actually goes fastest, and we're thinking about making a move down the inside of Jones, and this is for points as well. So if we get into 10th, we'll have a point, and well, we've only got 6 rounds to win this little mini championship, so we've got to make our little moves now. And Visser is I'm probably pronouncing that name really wrong, but he's all over us as well. And Jones has now started to hold everyone up, so it's not me leading the train at the moment, it's Jones leading the train, so that makes us look a little bit better in terms of not holding everyone else up. It's Jones holding everyone else up, and as we go through that corner, we're really close to Jones. He's going really slowly. Maybe he's got a bit of front wing damage, I don't know, but he's really holding everyone up at the moment. But it's not easy to overtake these cars. They've got DRS, and we're all driving the same car, so it wouldn't be easy to overtake. If they were driving perhaps one of the Renaults or the Ferrari F2007, the V8 cars, it would be a fairly piece of cake on the straights. These V10s are monstrous on the straights. The F2002 and the FW25 Williams as well, despite having the same engine note as the Ferraris do. Hopefully they can change the engine notes on the next game as well. There's a few little tweaks they do need to make. They made a tweak to the McLaren of 1998, the MP413, going into this game. It sounds much better on this game than it did in F1 2017. But hopefully they can tweak a few of the engines. I know that the the cars they've added, the 1990 Ferrari sounds awesome from what I've seen in videos, but it's a shame that they have to take cars out. The more classic cars, the better, I think, would be, in my opinion. It would just be awesome to have as many classic cars as possible, and different ones as well, not just Ferraris, McLarens, Williams. It'd be nice to see a few Benettons chucked in there, and maybe a 99 Jordan. That would be awesome to see. It's just that some classic cars that weren't perhaps big constructors as well, but well, we'll see what they add in the future. Perhaps some Brabhams as well from the 80s and 70s perhaps, and yeah, maybe some Williams from the 80s as well, but we're still stuck behind Jones. Just finding it very difficult to get past him. There's not really any opportunities at the moment. Lavazza is still all over us, and every time we come onto the back straight and the main straight, and Lavazza is now looking for an opportunity to overtake us. Is he going to be able to pull it off? And Michalski looks like he's leading the way in P1, and now Meyer's now managed to get past Michalski, rather Lavazza, and Jones almost pulled away from us then on the straight. We had a poor exit out of the last corner. Jones pulled away, but coming into the first corner and now the centre S's, looks like we're closed in a little bit on him. But again, all the AI seem to get better exits than me. It must be something to do with how I'm driving the car, probably a bit wrong. But going through this left-hander now, we actually close in a bit on Jones, and perhaps we can actually overtake him on the last lap. And now we go round the outside. Are we able to pull this one off? He's going so slowly through that corner for all the last few laps. And then we actually have managed to pull it off now as we come through the tight and twisty part of Sector 2. So we've managed to get a point then. We've managed to get into the points. We actually started at P9, so we've actually lost one place on this race. Hopefully we'll have a little bit more of an exciting race in round 2. But we have managed to look like we secure a point in our first little mini round of this mini spec championship to send off the F2002. But there we go. We're in P10 and we're coming onto the final straight to end this race, and it looks like, well, it's Jayla Turner who's won the race. I don't know who he is, but we crossed the line in P10, and well, and that'll do, I guess. And well, looks like we've got to move on to the next round. I'm not sure which one it is yet, but we're just looking to send off the F2002. Maybe I'll do one for the F2002 T2, the 95 Ferrari 2. The V12 engine is lovely on that as well. But there you go. That's going to be pretty much the end of the episode there. But we have managed to get a point. You can see Letourneau's won from Michalski, Atiyeh, Roth, Coppens, Moreno, Forrest, Clark, Murray and Schumacher. All very common names by the looks of it. I don't know if that's true or not, but yeah, very close in the end. Hopefully we can challenge for this title in the few races that we've got. But that's all today, folks. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon for the next race.